Hello to all of you, good friends, old friends, new friends. I'm glad to speak with you again for a few minutes about the importance of the NPH homes around the world, and especially, of course, here in this very challenged country, the NPH homes here for orphan and vulnerable children. We're at a stage of the game, especially myself, since I've been here for over 30 years. A lot of the children that we first took in many years ago are now 30 and 40 years old. And it's been very fulfilling to me personally. So many of them come and work with me in mobile clinics, in disaster relief, like now with the earthquake in the South. And I get to see them develop character, really want to make a difference in their country. And for many of them move on to be valuable leaders in our programs. Our directors of our homes here are all graduates of our own program. All of the main leaders of the St. Luke programs, which are parallel and complementary to NPH programs, are grown up in our home. We strive to be a family. You know as well as I do that most families now are dysfunctional because of so many pressures and circumstances. So we try, like you try, to be the best possible family in a lot of range of dysfunctions. We have no pretenses that we're just doing this superb job that is phenomenal, but we're doing a good job. And I want to give you the examples of it. We've never really had an orphanage. We've had a home that's been a community of nuclear families. Far behind me, you can't see them. One of those families from 30 years ago is the Dede family. That whole family is phenomenal. They're all in their 30s and 40s. Nadine runs the whole front part of this area, doing all the wholesale buying for everything that we need: food, supplies, hygiene, everything that we need for our programs. Nadine does it. Her brothers and sisters came together. They grew up together. They become aunts and uncles to each other's children. They relaunched their life. It's the way it is with them and with so many other families. Recently, with one of our unfortunate kidnapped victims, the noise we made when we have somebody, you can't believe the noise we make when we've had somebody kidnapped. We close our programs, we denounce on the radio, we look for high help, starting with the American Embassy, the chief of police, people in Congress of the United States. We put a lot of pressure in order to get a lot of pressure put on the government and put by media on the kidnappers to get people out. So one of our unfortunates who was in holding, she was telling me the kidnappers kept coming to saying, "Who are you? My God, it's unbelievable what's happening on social media because we have you, you know." And she said, "Who am I? I belong to a family. That's who I am, you know. And this, my family's doing this for me." And that is like the highest compliment somebody could ever make about what the feeling tone of what we're creating with the people that we're working with, especially those who are in our hands and have grown older now. And she said to me later, I never fully understood the full meaning of this, of that I belong to a family. And it's the same with many of those who are older. You can imagine now, I deal with mostly with the older ones. Like if you have children that 30 and 40 and 50 now, and they have problems, that's my work now. Kenson and Jahi and the whole team, they take care of the younger ones. But I'm the continued family, you know, the point of contact for the continued family. And there's so much we're trying to do for them now, rebuilding homes that are destroyed by the earthquake. We're sending some at their request to the Dominican Republic with their children before they get kidnapped or worse here. It's an ongoing work because we are a family. Does it mean we always get along? Absolutely not. Does it mean there are no disenfranchised members? Absolutely not. But does it mean that turns us off? Absolutely not. We stay to it with the same heart the same requirements. Sorry, you have to be disciplined, you have to be good, you have to be positive, and we can get somewhere based on that. So as you know, now the homes are beyond our institutional uh, uh, settings, even though we still have a lot of children in our homes here. But our work now is beyond to vulnerable families that are around us, trying to create these same links. You can count on us, but we have high expectations of you. This is the best way to say it, even with our own. You can count on us, but we have high expectations for you. And we want to see you become the best you. But that requires a certain behavior and a certain kind of thinking and collaboration and putting in your part and doing your sacrifices. Father Wasson summoned those requirements up in very simple phrases about what are the core values of the NPH family. So there are a lot of young people just floating aimlessly. There are a lot of children who are invisible to people with money and power and beyond the capacity of their own family for understandable reasons. They're living in poverty in countries like this. So let's continue to stay linked together for our programs for orphan and vulnerable children. There are so many, they need a big embrace. That's the beautiful Creole word, not pranyo na branu, not encadreo. We're gonna hold them in our arms in order to protect them now, but lead them to the strength of personality and faith and will that they can live a good life humanly, if not financially, God knows, but live a good life humanly and spread that goodness. So thank you for your support to the NPH homes around the world. We have the same goals everywhere. It's so important that together we be fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters to children who are vulnerable and invisible and deserve a place at the table of the family of life. Thank you and God bless you.